Hey guys, welcome back to the Settra campaign. This is using two Tomb Kings Overhaul mods together. One of them is Tomb Kings Extended, the other is Awakened in Glory, and I am not the world's best Tomb Kings player for sure, but this has been at least a fun campaign for me so far. And it's been a little bit of an interesting back and forth here. It started out relatively easily. We did start out with an additional army provided by the Awakened in Glory mod, and at first it definitely made it feel a little bit easier than Tomb Kings normally feel. But then we did vassalize Manfred here, and that was a huge mistake. We ended up going to war with, and we were winning our war against Volkmar the Grim over here, and the next thing we knew, Manfred decided to betray us. He actually came up and attacked and took Springs of Eternal Life, and he even came all the way up here to Kimmery and came very close to actually taking Kimmery. We did win a pretty exciting siege battle in the previous episode, I think it was, in order to drive him off here. So this is the remnants of his armies after that attack. Our garrison is still in pretty good shape, so I'm not too worried that he is going to be able to take it at this point, and we did retake Springs of Eternal Life. This army is replenishing, re-recruiting back up to 20 here, so I think we're in pretty good shape right here. And what we're going to do in the beginning of this campaign, or the beginning of this episode, is we're going to go ahead and launch this attack right here. Now this is going to be a little bit tricky. That garrison has taken a tiny little bit of damage, but we are using mods that make it more difficult to attack walled cities. There is still, of course, this army. This army does still have some decent units in it. That corpse card in particular, I got to pay attention to that. But we do have Settra up here helping out, as well as this guy right here. He doesn't have any equipment, any siege equipment, so I think we did a single turn, if I'm correct, if I remember correctly here. Yes, we did a single turn of building siege equipment, so we do start with a couple of towers here. I don't think there's anything else that needs to be said. Let's just take a look at the layout and go ahead and fight this battle. Now, yeah, it'll be okay. I mean, they've got a lot of units. We have a lot of chaff, quite frankly, but we've got a couple of decent characters. I don't know. I'm hopeful that we can win this, and actually what I want to do, I'm actually going to go back to the campaign map for just a second, because I forgot to mention, we did lose a battle down here at Antok. We're down to a single very badly beaten up chariot unit down here, so obviously we have to expect them to take Antok over the end turn. And then we can already see another army here, size 20, with a size 20 Watt army coming forward as well. And I believe Wurzag himself is right here in Plain of Tuskers. Yeah, you can see the military presence at 20 right there. So, yeah, and so that's definitely a huge concern. If we win this battle and we're in fairly decent shape, I am going to take Settra and race him back into Bagar. I actually don't need him to be in march stance for this battle. I can put him back in march stance then when we need to race over to Bagar, but there's no reason to have him start this battle tired. I don't think we get any benefit out of... No, we're not going to get any benefit out of any other stances. Okay, so now, all that being said, we're going to go ahead and fight this as I mentioned, and we'll just do the best we can. Alright, so it's always a real hassle to fight these city battles as the attacker because of the terrible pathfinding in this game. So I'm going to have to try to be fairly careful in how we get our units up onto the walls and then moving inside the city. But we have our reinforcements coming in back here. I'm tempted then to go ahead and launch the main attack from over here and give our reinforcing army, which is of course Settra, which is the stronger army, we will give them the benefit of hopefully weaker defenses to have to go up against. So this is actually going to be almost a feint over here. I mean, not exactly a feint, but almost a feint. We can, in other words, we can lose over here, and I'm quite frankly, okay with that. We'll go ahead and get a couple of these units behind the siege towers to be able to go up the siege towers after the original units get up theirs, but let's just continue to do... I think what we'll do here, it's a little bit hard for me to even see the yellow line here. Yellow line or green line? Sometimes it looks yellow, sometimes it looks green. But anyway, I think that's probably about all that we're going to be able to do right there. Then we'll do, I suppose, here, let's just go ahead and do that. We'll do a few more then over here. I don't see any reason really to not run just about everybody up onto the walls. The skeleton archers will bring them in to shoot at somebody on the walls. I think go ahead and get you. You are on foot, so you're going to be slow. We'll get you up here and possibly headed into that gate. Okay, I think we're probably ready. Obviously, we're just going to have to react then to how they are defending. But what I'd like to do here is get everybody climbing if possible. Okay, it doesn't look like it's going to be possible for everybody to climb. All of you all then go up here. And like I said, we'll bring the archers up. They don't have anybody on the walls. That's kind of interesting. That's unexpected. I think they will by the time we get there, though. Okay, and let's go ahead and get you attacking the gatehouse, I suppose. But like I said, this side is for the most part a diversionary attack. I think maybe we'll try to use this. This is strong versus units with 25 or more entities. Let's do it right here. Let's see how that goes. That does some pretty decent damage, actually. Kind of like that. Alright, so they still didn't put anybody up on the walls. That's kind of interesting. And then you and you can both run now. Okay. Pretty soon, 17 seconds, in fact, we will have Settra's army coming in. We are taking some damage over here. What is going on with this? Why did you guys stop? Probably because I didn't give you a target yet. Okay. I think reinforcements have arrived. Let's go ahead and let things play out over here, and meanwhile then we're gonna come over here. I wish here I'm gonna just for now I'm gonna get everybody over there on one. Everybody over here on two. Settra, you can attack the gate. Prince Nebuchadnezzar, no, whatever your name is, you can go as well. Now let's go ahead and get the Tomb Guard up here. All of you all, let's try to get all of you all climbing up the walls over here. And once we get that gate down, we'll have some chariots. We'll have all kinds of action going on over here. Now, back over here to our ones. Let's go ahead and bring the archers forward. 39 seconds, I'll have another chance to use this special ability. You can go ahead and join now on the walls, going through those siege towers. Right up here, we're just going to continue to grind things out up here on the walls. That's fine. Do you have siege attacker? You do. Okay, but you're not very fast. But you are in range, so that's good. Okay. Settra, you're already there. Are you taking any damage? No, doesn't look like it. Okay, that's good. Alright, how are we looking over here? We're actually not in quite as bad a shape as I thought we might be. Let's see if we can get these archers shooting at those bats at least. And I do have another use now of this right here. Let's go ahead and do it. This is called Tomb Swarm. Try to hit those black knights as well as these skeleton warriors. Okay, that works for me. Alright, how are we looking here? We're almost through that gate, actually. You know what? We might not even have to climb the walls. Well, yeah, we're going to anyway because you can't get very many units through the gate at one time. I'm going to let this guy shoot one more time, and then I'm going to go ahead and move him forward. Back over to here. How are we doing on this gate? Why are we not even attacking the gate? This is insane, CA. How could you be so bad with your pathfinding? I tell him to attack the gate. They must have, like, I don't know, opened it for a second, and he just completely lost the ability to attack the gate. Alright. We're holding our own, quite frankly. I'm not too worried about this. I actually could lose this entire army, and I wouldn't really worry too much about it. Let's go ahead and drop the Ushtabi right here. Ushabti. I knew it didn't sound right the first time. Okay, let's go ahead and get all of our twos heading on in. And you, I'll put you all on 5. You get there first. What do we have up here? Let's go ahead and get Settra and some of our best units heading up this way. Alright, how are we doing over here? We are doing damage to the enemy lord, that's good. These spearmen right here are ready to help out. Over here, I think pretty much up and down where now everybody's engaged. Some of them are going to, like this guy's going to disintegrate. Not really a lot I can do about that, that's okay. That is okay. Chariots, are you? Yes, you are, that's good, okay. Alright, this is looking good. Looks like the path is almost open all the way into the city center. Definitely like that. Let's see, maybe we can get a better shot off over here. Looks like there's no friendly fire to do over here once that unit disintegrates. Okay, Settra, did you stop? You did, you're already there. You can go after that guy right there, that's fine with me. Okay, our 5s. We've already taken that point. Let's go ahead and take this one as well, because why not? And I think I need to get you up here, and all of these infantry. Everybody keep heading on up. Some of you climbing up the wall. Yeah, this is brilliant. This is brilliant. That's clearly the most effective way to come through. I even said at the beginning of this battle that I was going to be careful about the pathfinding. I cheated. Not cheating, actually. Oops, I didn't mean to do that with you guys. I got lazy and I did not click on them one at a time like I should have. All right, over here, how are we doing? You know what? I could probably continuing to shoot at him. You guys shooting at those cannon wraiths, that's good. Up here, how are we doing? Get inside the square, please. What do we have right here? Crypticals. Everybody up here, keep coming. Keep it coming, guys. And our 5s over here, we just about have that taken care of. Very good. Let's go ahead and get up here. Quite frankly, we might be able to take this by the control points. Looks like we can. They're not even really defending the key control points here. That suits me fine. I'm going to take all of you all and start sending you this. Actually, go at them. Settra. Now that we've taken this point right here, let's do this. Settra, do you have any... Okay, this explosion does not affect friendly troops, so we can go ahead and use this on these, what are they called, Black Knights? Yeah, Black Knights. A little bit of damage to them. Use this as well, okay. We should have quite a bit of good infantry coming in here to help out with this fight right here. Okay, we are starting to lose some of our skeletons over here. That's okay. Like I said, I don't really mind that too much. We haven't killed the enemy lord, though. We've barely done any damage at all to the gate. But up here, we're just about ready to take the key control point. And right here with Settra and Prince Neb, we're certainly doing okay right here. Yeah, this is looking pretty good here. Over here, we're not going to lose anything irreplaceable, I don't believe. I would like to kill that enemy lord, but I'm not too worried about it. It was more important that we not take massive casualties here on Settra's army, because that's the army that I'm going to turn around and run westward. Okay, this is going to take a little while, it looks like. That's okay, though. We should have more. Look at that. Absolutely asinine the way that these guys are coming in. All right, let's go ahead and maybe start doing this a little bit more intelligently. Maybe one at a time up onto the walls here. This is just ridiculously bad. Okay. At least some of them now should behave. Okay, how are we doing right here? I think we're going to turn around. Once these crypt ghouls are taken care of, we're going to turn around and take care of the skeleton spearmen. Settra probably has his ability again. He does. I'd like for him to get a little bit more here into the middle, and then we'll go boom. Not spectacular there, Settra, but we're going to go ahead and do it anyway. Yes. Still did a little bit of damage. Okay. Up here, how are we doing? We're almost done right there. That's good. Over here, we are now losing. We're going to start losing more and more units if we're not a little bit faster about this. Let's go ahead and get these guys back over there. Looks like I may have already lost one of the skeleton. Oh no, what is he doing up there? Oh my lord, he climbed up onto the wall because he couldn't get a clear shot at that guy. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. Alright, well, it is what it is. I can replace them. Okay, over here, yeah, we've got this. Now it's just going to take a matter of time, I suppose, for everything to finish up here. Since we own that, I guess it's just going to take an awful lot of tickets, an awful lot of supplies before we're going to win this way. Let's go ahead and get the Casket of Souls moving forward here, and maybe bombard those Graveguard if we can. Maybe we'll figure out some angle to shoot at them. These Cryptors, we ought to be able to wreck them fairly quickly here. We got some more right here. There, we got our chariots on these Black Knights. Let's also go ahead then and take just a spear unit, maybe. What do we have over here? You guys. Let's try to get them over here, making sure these Black Knights don't get through. But I think the chariots should be able to take care of them. Okay, what are you shooting at? Are you shooting at the Graveguard that I asked? I wonder. You might be. Okay, we're going to lose almost everybody in this army if we're not careful. The Prince, as long as the Prince survives, I guess I don't really care too much. And look at how, he's not even attacking. Look at this. You can see his animation here. He's not even attacking. He's just standing here. Oh my lord, how many years old is this game now? How long has this been a problem in it? And they still haven't figured out how to fix gate attacking. Okay. Nope, my Casket of Souls is not supposed to shoot at that target. That's not who I asked you to shoot at. You're doing friendly fire damage. Oh, it's so bad. Okay, we almost have these Black Knights taken care of. Crumbling, they're down to 15. We almost got these Cryptors taken care of. Settra and Prince Neb. You guys can go ahead and come forward down this way, hopefully. Nope, you've decided to not move. You have decided to ignore my orders. Okay, there's a barricade in the way, that's why. Guess what makes more sense then is to take out the barricades. Oh, hello. Didn't see these guys here. Let's try to get these. Victory! Okay, never mind, there we go. I'll take it. Alright, so we did lose quite a few units in King John's army, which, again, I'm perfectly fine with. We didn't lose anything that is not very easily replaceable. So, that's the nice thing about the Tomb Kings, is I don't have to spend any money on replacing those units. And it was basically a win at all. Gosh, what do you think, guys? Should we subjugate? Pretty tempting. I think we're just going to go ahead and occupy it at this point. Okay. And province secured, shifting sands, that's good. Amount gained, okay. So the important thing is our general survived. Province is secured. Lots of wars declared here. Oh. Why does it say 6 times it has war declared between us and the followers of Nagash? There's something clearly off about that. Territorial disputes and battle reports. Okay, so as I was saying before, the important thing here is that Settra is in pretty good shape to go ahead and head over into Bagar. And since we did build the garrison building here, we've now got a solid 36 units defending. Let's go ahead and give a skill up here to to Prince Neb. Cultist Prince, Canopic Jars 2 per turn, wins a magic power reserve capacity -15 for the enemy. Mortuary Cult crafting cost -1%. Okay, that's not bad. Heir of the Chariot King, passive ability in the Tomb King's Road to War when mounted on a chariot, which he is currently. Mass speed, charge bonus increases this unit's ability to knock enemies back while active. That's kind of tempting, just for the laughs. And then the Royal Lieutenant, hit points, melee attack, and attribute. Formation attack for Skeleton Spearman. Skeleton. Okay. Formation attack. We'll try to stay in formation when in melee. Melee defense will be slightly increased. I wonder how effective that is. Because if it's effective, that sounds really good. If it's not effective, all we're really getting out of this then is a little bit of extra hit points and melee attack. I'm not sure what I want to do here. I'm gonna make him on. I'm gonna put him on charge. I'm gonna put him in charge of a chariot squadron. Let's say. Okay. All right. Then what do we have here with King Jonza? I don't see any reason not to continue on the blue line here. So we'll take Canopic Jar Hoarder. Attend to me. Local recruitment capacity +1. That's good. Recruit rank +1. That'll be very, very useful considering these circumstances. We are going to go ahead and now recruit in our archers. And I believe what we decided is there's really no reason to take warriors over spearmen. So just like that, we're going to be back up to 15 units here. Public order-wise, this region is or this province is definitely not looking good from a public order standpoint. Oops, that's the wrong one. This is the one I want to look at. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Wow, they're. Oh, yeah. No wonder they're the same. They're the same province. Okay. That's right, because we haven't lost Antok yet. Okay, no problem. All right, so Kasabar. Yes, I know we definitely do want military buildings. I also do want money, but I think I need to prioritize military buildings at this point. So what do we need more than anything else? We're already building these warriors. And we have no military buildings in Antok, which we're going to lose anyway. Okay. So I could double dip on the warriors. Might not be a bad idea. I could double dip on the warriors and then demolish the warrior buildings, and if I think I'm going to not lose them. Which so far we've done okay at not losing our really good warrior units. Probably don't want to make a habit of doing it that way though, over and over again. Chariots maybe, since I just decided to make... No, I've already got the chariots built. I don't need another chariots building. Here... Oh, I'm doing chariots building here. Okay, well, if we're going to have chariots... A chariots building there... How many chariots do we get here? This is two of each. So 2 of each plus here 2 of each. I've only got 2 of these and I've got 3 of these. So we'll definitely get more chariots into our armies if I do this. Okay. Alternatively, I could have built the walls building. Hang on, let me check this out here. The walls, can't afford it. It would give us 4 extra units, and it would improve the tower projectiles. Well, we're gonna go with the military. Okay. But we definitely do need money. This probably doesn't matter so much because we're going to lose Antok, but I'll go ahead and, for now, give it a commandment. You're going to be up to 20. You're going to be up to 20. I'm sorry, no, you're going to be up to 15. You're already at 20. There are no heroes to recruit. Yes, we can. We can recruit a hero over here. You do not have one in your army, so this is a good place to do one. Treacherous. We don't have any Tomb Scorpions currently. Infantry Master, that's... It says Hero's Army. That's unfortunate. I was really hoping that this was going to say local region. I'm going to try it anyway, but let's just find out. If I right now they're all recruiting at rank 1. I presume now that this hero is in the region, they're still only going to be rank 1. Yes. Alright, that's okay. If he had been in the army first, then they would have recruited in at rank 2, but it's okay. It's alright. Well, let me do a save here. I don't want to have to fight that battle again. I lose power in this house every once in a while, so I'm very obsessive about saving the game more frequently. Kimry. I don't really have the money to do much here, do I? I could do another one of these, though. I can afford that. Or I could save up Serpent Guard, Necropolis Knights, Ushabti with Great Bows, Ushabti, Tomb Scorpion. I need 2,400 for this. I'm going to do another one of these for right now. And eventually we'll replace this one. But since that's the only military building I can afford... Can't afford to... Yeah, we just need money. Okay, alright. Let's go ahead and do... I guess it wouldn't hurt for me to try to get control. I don't really need the growth if I can't afford to level anything up. Yeah, we'll go for the control. Okay. And I'm already tracking all of our 8 objectives here. Razor Sack Sudenburg. Well, we'll come back to it at some point. The second front, recruit an additional lord. We'll get there eventually. Research technologies. We are 9 turns away. Capture many provinces. Yeah, that's going to take a while. Win the crown of Nehikara. The hero becomes a legend. We need 2 more battles for that. Rumors of the Cursed Prince. Scarab City. And Palace of Corpses. That is in Numas. Okay. I think we are good. Let's go ahead and go back home here. I think we're about ready to end our turn, but if I look at him, he's at war. This would be terrible if he actually launches an invasion of our territory. Let's hope he doesn't. Okay, nothing to do from a diplomacy standpoint. One mod I did add, by the way, I've added one more mod to the list. I added the Fudging Vassals, because this is a faction where we intend to do... Where's it at? Yeah, tribute from vassals. So we do intend to try to make use of vassals despite the fiasco that Manfred was. Other Tomb King factions in particular, maybe some others as well, we might try to vassalize some others. And if we do, I want to have the Fudging Vassals mod. Okay, alright, let's go ahead and do our first end turn for this episode. We know we're going to lose Antok. Or at least, I presume so. You never can tell with the AI. Okay, Jenkins. Yeah, they're going to totally gang up on Antok. Well, I think I will auto-resolve this. Ooh, that's a good sign. That's not a good sign, but at least that's a small army. What? You gotta be kidding me. They didn't even attack Antok. What on earth just happened? And Manfred is laying siege to Kimry. And Manfred got... He used the Raised Dead, obviously, to increase his army again. Kind of forgot about that. That's okay. I think we'll be alright. Okay, that's bad. That's terrible. Okay, never mind. He's going past us. I'm going to assume that means he's not declaring war on us anytime soon. Definitely not what we want, though. We do not want a war with Orion's camp down here, where they call the Bowmen of Orion. Okay, so Kimry... You know what? These guys are all supposed to be taking damage. Yeah, right here. They're supposed to be taking damage from the sandstorm. They laid siege to it. It's hilarious. They laid siege to it when literally this is the entire garrison that they would have to overcome. It really... It goes a long way to ruining the game, doesn't it? I just do not understand how CA has not been able to fix some of the really glaring flaws in the game. I still enjoy the game an awful lot, obviously, as much as I play it, but man, oh man, you just see stuff like this and it's just not acceptable. Okay, so what we could do here with Settra, his army is now fully replenished. I cannot reach to attack with Settra. But I could now get down there close enough to reinforce a battle if I wanted to. The question is, do I want to? I don't know what all he's got in here. I can see what he's got here. Actually, you know what? I'll be able to tell when I do this. Okay, so he's got Savage, Orc, Boarboy, Biggins. Those are good. That's a good unit. Okay, so I probably do not want to launch an attack with Settra's army. Because I cannot expect to win that battle. Well, I wouldn't be attacking with Settra's army anyway. I would be attacking with this single chariot unit reinforced by Settra's army, which is not ideal. So we're going to give up on Antok anyway. At least we do have this Worship of Ksar kicking in, so you know there is that at least. Now over here, 15 units. We do have this Tomb Prince that we're adding to the army. Up here. Oh, I wasn't able to recruit it because of Kimry being besieged. It's okay. It's alright. We're going to come up here. We're going to continue to do the blue line here. We're going to move King Amun up here. Can I get him? I can get him this far. Before I do that, let's just see. Oh. Okay, never mind. It's a decisive victory if I just fight with the garrison. Is there any way I could screw this up? Yes, of course there is a way I could screw it up, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to screw this up. See, the problem is if my army gets disintegrated, I could lose Kimry here. But I don't think I could screw this up that badly. They only have a few good units, everything else zombies and skeletons. Yeah, we can win this, even against Manfred. Alright, so what we want to do here, we want to get on a pretty wide front, I think, with our melee front line. So we're going to go as wide as we can here. The reason is that our melee units are good, are as good as almost all of their melee units, even if they try to like hit one of our melee units with two of theirs. You know, their skeletons and zombies are not going to be overpower our front line. Let's also do this. I forgot somehow to get these spearmen added to it. Okay, so now both of you two are getting added there as well. Now, behind them, we're going to have the archers. And in front of them, I will put... No, not on the... I'll put our skirmishing javelin men on the flanks. We're going to put these chariots over here. What do they have right there? Black Knights. That's good. We should be able to take out those Black Knights, I would hope. The catapults are pretty much already in a good enough position as far as I'm concerned. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to turn these archers in anticipation of those Vargeists and Fellbats coming directly towards our Screaming Skull catapults. And we'll put the Ushabti here as well. And we'll adjust as necessary. Now, you have a Curse of Jaff with a single use. And... oh, it makes them rampage if they're at less than half hit points. Okay, that seems very situational, but whatever. At least you can provide a leadership buff. And you have the same thing. As well as this. Okay. Alright, I think it's a plan. Let's go ahead and get started here. Catapults, I do want you firing... I don't really care who you fire at, to be honest with you. Okay, let's go ahead and get you forward. And then you can be right after them. You can move forward here as well. The Vargeists are not charging ahead. Not yet, anyway. Okay, I probably should be at least hitting skeletons instead of zombies. You know what, there's a batch right there. Big pack of them all together. Okay, I'm going to start turning the archers now. If the Vargeists aren't going to come this way. Alright, right here. And start getting ready to turn a flank. Okay, this is interesting. Here come the Vargeists. Try to shoot them. You try to shoot them. Our chariots here are done. Okay, what are they doing? Are they going to attack the javelins, or are they going to attack the chariots, or what? Weird. Not exactly sure what they're doing there. Okay, right here. The Fellbats did at least attack the catapults. That's what we kind of expected. Okay, over here. Go ahead and get you guys in there. Get you turned like that. You can take out these fell bats for now. And over here, we almost have those Vargeists down. I think we're okay for the most part. Let's go ahead and maybe try to get... Let's get these guys into the action a little bit here. Okay, right over here. Yeah, you're fine. I think up and down the line here, we're pretty much okay. I'm going to turn you like this now. You did take quite a lot of damage there. Is that Manfred himself doing all that damage? Let's see what we can do about that. Shoot Manfred, if you can. Let's go ahead and get you doing... You can help out on those zombies, why not? You get forward here, you can shoot at Manfred as well. I don't know what to do with you. I'm going to turn you back this way and have you shoot at those skeleton spearmen, I suppose. Okay, over here, how are we doing? We're not doing very much damage to Manfred, unfortunately. No, I'm going to not charge them in. They're probably not very strong in a situation like that. You guys should be winning over here. We should also be able to take those skeleton spearmen out, hopefully. You need... Yeah, you can get up here like that. Okay, I think pretty much most of this is over at this point. It's just going to come down to Manfred. Oh, wait a minute, that's not... They're crumbling, but they're not dead yet. I'm going to turn you... I'm going to turn off the fire at will. Okay, we're actually losing right here. That's a bit of a concern. We definitely need to win over here and get these Tomb Guard involved in the fight on Manfred. Over here, they're still fighting. They're crumbling, but they're still fighting. Okay. These chariots, I'm going to back you up a little bit and get you into a charge. The Ushabti, yes, the Ushabti can now move forward. You all can not quite move forward yet. Those zombies have got you pinned down. Okay, here we go. We're going to charge in. Start cycle charging. I suppose you can hit them from behind. You should still be shooting. Over here we've won. Over here we have won. Okay, we did lose our spearmen over here. That's fine. Chariots. I'm not really sure if we did much damage at all, but maybe. One can hope. Okay, not sure why you guys feel the need to charge forward. What about our Tomb Guard? Right here. Zombies are crumbling. Not the most exciting battle in the world, but it really does come down to killing Manfred. There we go. Now he's starting to... He's crumbling. Okay, that's good. That's what we needed. There we go. Okay, so we did lose the one skeleton spearman, but we wiped out their entire army. This is just a garrison unit, so obviously we don't care about that. I think we're going to take... Yeah, we'd better take the money. As much as I'd like to get some canopic jars, we need the money. His army does survive, of course, because of the Dead Rise Again mechanic, but at this point they're pretty clearly an ineffective fighting force, even if they do more Raise Dead and attack again next turn. I don't think we have too much to worry about here, which means... I'm going to save the game for one. I am going to still try to level this up, I suppose. Actually, that may not be the best use of our money. I'm going to hang on to that a second. You... now that I don't have to send him up here against Manfred... I'm just curious. I'm just taking a look here. No, there's no way I want to launch this attack. How strong are the Bowmen of Orion here? They're not all that strong. That might be their only army. Or at least the bulk of their military. But it does not look like they are attacking us. They are at war with Numas, so that's certainly where they're going. Okay. I can live with that. They don't like us, though. Even though it's improving, they could easily declare war on us at any point in time. The question is, if they declared war on us right here, could they take Kasabar? They might be able to. At least the walls are at 100%. 900 for this, huh? I better do it. I'm kind of committed to it. Alright, so meanwhile... Let me see what you're good at here. Do I want to put chariots into this army at all?
This is my order.
You're pretty unit agnostic right now, so yes, I will go ahead and put a couple of chariots in. And I could... I was going to say I could merge. Let's do that. Let's merge you and you.
Arise,
And then you and you. And now we can go ahead and recruit in one more. Okay. And they are coming in at rank 2 now because of the Tomb Prince that we just added. Okay. And also then... I do have this hero over here that can be added to an army. Question is where to put him. Settra, if I move you down in ambush stance. 100%. 100%. The reason why I'm tempted to do this is because Settra does have Lightning Strike, which means they could have 3 armies down here. And oh, is the war over? Or no, it was the other army over here that had the wall. Anyway, we could lightning strike these armies one at a time and conceivably win those fights. I'm going to try it. Move him forward a little bit more. Still 100%. Question is, if they come up here and attack me, I'm going to move back just a little bit. If they attack me, I want to be able to retreat to within reinforcing range of Bagar. I don't think they're going to, but it is a concern. It's a possibility. And then you, as much as I would love to get another carrion unit into your army, I don't want to leave you here. Unless I do move him up here after all to finish off this guy. I think it's probably more important that we move him down here. But I could move him as far as here and still recruit that carrion unit. There we go. Okay. The question is, are they going to lay siege up here to Kimry? Again, they might. If they do, we won't get that carrion unit after all. But at that point, I may just move this hero in for now. Meanwhile, Plain of Tuskers, I can see it. There is no army there. That's right. I forgot that army actually moved in this direction. Let's just move you back down this way. For now, let's just see if Warzag has anybody else coming up this way. Does not look like it. They are fighting 3 different wars.
My work is incomplete.
If I remember correctly, they're fighting 3 wars, right? They are fighting, yep, the Lizardmen, us, and Teclis. Okay. And is this Tlaqua? Is this What's his name? Tic-tac-toe. Yes, it is tic-tac-toe. So he's a major faction. He's not very strong, though. Let's just go ahead and check our deal. Hey, look at that. I'm glad I checked. He would like to be on good terms with us. His aversion is -20. His prejudice against us is -16. He doesn't like our attacking Cult of Sigmar. He doesn't like that we had pastries with Drakenhof Conclave. But despite all of that, he's still willing to do a non-aggression pact. I think we should do it. Definitely. He and I both have our hands full with Warzag right now. I don't see any real likelihood of conflict between the two of us. And I got some money out of it. I don't really want to do anything, though, with Rakaf Dynasty. Nobody wants a peace treaty, although Warzag is actually not all that far off. This is crazy. Warzag is closer to accepting peace with us than Manfred, and Manfred doesn't have any settlements remaining. And barely any military remaining. Okay, so I think then we've got ourselves a plan. If they don't launch this attack, I may launch an attack against them with Settra, who has the advantage of being able to do lightning strikes. Meanwhile, this army is defending Kasabar just in case the Bowmen of Orion get any ideas, and also filling up his army. Hopefully, I just now realized, since they have no settlements, I think they're definitely going to they're going to lay siege to us. The question is, are they going to attack right away, or will they just lay siege? Well, either way, we'll just auto-resolve it. Okay. And then I think we're ready to do one more intern. Do I have time for this? Yes, I do have time for one more intern. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, here's Warzag. And is he going to attack? Yes, he is now going to attack. Okay, so he only dilly-dallied for one turn. Obviously, we're just going to auto-resolve this. It's unfortunate, but it's okay. Oh my goodness. I didn't look to see how low on health that unit was, but we took out a unit in defense of that. Wow. And here he comes, and he did not attack us. He recruited some more, or he raised dead. And he laid siege, which means we're not going to get that carrion unit after all. Keep going, guys. There you go. Alright, we'll worry about them down the road a little bit. We've got too many fires to fight at the same time to deal with them right now. Okay. Judas Priest. Big fan of Judas Priest, by the way. I know that's dating. I'm dating myself a little bit there, but okay. Lich Priest should live only to serve their king's undying will. Betrayal should be anathema to their order, yet one among their number has betrayed us by conspiring with a rival Tomb King. How should we proceed? Bury him. Hero action cost 40 plus 40%, or ignore him. Hero action success chance plus 15%. Oh, enemy. Okay, well, I would say I'm very unlikely to have the money to do any hero actions anyway, so I'm going to take this. Knights of Origo are destroyed. That's probably not good. Settlement looted. Yeah, that happens. Okay, settlement lost. That happens. Settlement besieged. Kimri, Land of the Dead. Yes, we knew that happened. Okay. King Jonza got a trait. Disciplinarian. That's fine. Okay. Alright, so we'll do a save here, and we'll auto-resolve this up here. I'm assuming we're going to be able to auto-resolve this. Decisive victory. Don't lose any units. Okay, unfortunately, they're going to survive again. They're just going to keep doing this turn after turn. we're going to have to get an army up here to deal with it. That's so unfortunate. But for now, I'm going to take the jars. Yeah, this is a... I mean, it's a good mechanic. I like the Dead Rise Again mechanic and the ability to raise dead for the vampire counts. I think it's very thematic. I think it's, you know, flavorful. It makes sense. But this is an unfun aspect of it that is easily foreseeable. They're just going to keep doing this turn after turn after turn after turn after turn. They have no settlements. There's no way for me to wipe them out unless I send one of my very few precious armies up there just to deal with them. And it could take multiple turns because I win a battle against them. They're just going to fall back with the Dead Rise Again and make me chase them even further. All right, whatever. It is what it is. We'll worry about that later. Now, what we can do, we can come down here. We could attack these guys. They are at full strength, so we may not want to. I could if I wanted to. I'm not sure it's a good idea to. If I were to do... If I were to attack right here, I could lightning strike. I could sack it for almost nothing. But at least I would destroy that army right there. And then I'd be able to retreat back up here, and this army would be able to get down here to reinforce. This army could get over to reinforce as well. All right, I'm gonna send him up to deal with Manfred. This may be a mistake, but I think we can get away with it because this army right here can come over to help Settra out. If I move him to here,
I cannot perform under
what can we recruit? Dual axes, interesting. Why does it say 0 out of 0? Okay. Anyway, I thought we were going to... Oh, the Chariots building isn't built yet. Never mind. I thought I was going to be able to replace some of these low-tier units with better units, but it's fine. Can't do it just yet. But what we can do with Settra is come down here, wipe out that army. I could occupy if I don't fear these guys ganging up on me, but I do. He cannot get close enough to reinforce. So I'd better wipe that army out and then sack, fall back to here, hopefully, where this army can get close enough to reinforce. I think that's a reasonable plan. I've already lost Antok, so there's no reason to take any risks in order to try to save it. Before I end this episode, I think I may as well... Is this a good use of the money to level up Kasabar? It probably is. I guess so. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it there then for this episode. We'll begin the next episode with this battle right here. Shouldn't be very much of a battle. No, I would certainly not expect it to be much of a battle. It might even tell me I could win if it includes Jenkins' army, but I don't want to risk it because those units, we found this out in the last episode, they're pretty strong. And I don't really know what all he's got in there. All right, well, anyway, it's a plan. It's going to really come down to what Wurzag does to defend, whether or not we're going to be able to really start, you know, pushing ahead or not, because they are still way stronger than we are. But if he's dividing up his forces and fighting us in the north and tic-tac-toe in the south, that is ideal as far as I'm concerned. But in any case, we'll worry about that a little bit later. I'll go ahead and leave it right there. So thanks everybody so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode.